Jesus fucking Christ. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my next case. Tier 8! Thank you, Jens. Thanks for the 6 months. Tier 8, what do we got? 1400 DPM! 1400! What? What do you mean? You guys, Wargaming gave wheeled vehicles low DPM because of all the other characteristics that they got. And that motherfucker still has 350 more DPM. And with HE, the wheeled vehicles don't even get that bad DPM because they have the high HE pen. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, we got high pen. High pen. Okay, 226 base pen is good. That's really good. But let's be real here. In the world of 2019, most people will just shoot gold at the higher tier targets, and 182 at opportunistic targets is fine, right? Let's take a look. 9.79. 230 alpha. Aim time is worse than a Hawk 12. What? It has 25 shells. Okay, Wargaming has pulled this shit before on a number of tanks, I believe. Okay, but listen, Wargaming, okay? Ammo capacity, okay, should not be a balancing factor because of the RNG in shooting in this game. You don't want to hold your trigger because you're like, oh fuck, if I shoot this one, I only have 5 shots left, and it's been 3 minutes into the game. No! Just fucking give it like 50 shots. No one fucking cares. It's not a balancing statistic to give it low ammo on a gun that does 230 at tier 8. Alright? Fuck off. Unbelievable. It's horrible. Just fuck off. If you can stuff 60 shots into a T71, yeah, I can stuff more than 25 shots in an LHMTV, alright? Just fuck off with the low ammo capacity. It's fucking bullshit. It makes the game so much more ace to play because you're... And they advertised it as well with like, oh, you have to think about every shot. It's like, no, motherfucker. Like, they're just... No. No. It's such a horrible way to balance... For a balancing or unique thing. Oh, the unique thing is low ammo count. With the way shooting works in all the tanks, a low ammo capacity is just bullshit. Same with the Stewart meal and all that. It's just bullshit. Alright? It's the same with, what's the other thing? The AMX 1357? Like, on console, they don't give a fuck. It has like 100 extra shells. Because no one fucking cares. You just want to play the video game, dude. I'm not playing some realistic tank simulator, am I? Especially not when, once again, you're stuffing like 65 shells in a Bulldog. Or some shit like that. Or 38 into a fucking car. Please. Alright, let's take a look at the gun handling. 2.1. Compared to way better on everything else. GG. Well played. Nice beam. Dispersion is completely average. 35 is good. It's fine. Literally whatever. Gun depression of 10 is good. But for some reason, the soft stats across the board is better on most things. And again, let me remind you that this first column is the Hawk 12, which is one of the most shitty tier 8 tanks in the entire fucking game. Much like the tier 7 before it, okay? It is so trash. Like, they got annihilated after the light tank rework. Like, they're, oh, so shite. So shite. So shite. And also, by the way, if you're gonna throw the whole ammo capacity memes on the historical accurate or whatever, if that's the excuse, I'm not sure if it is. If that's the excuse, then the top speed on all these motherfuckers should be higher, because I think it's the tier 9? We'll get to that in a second. Is it like a record-setting factory tank that goes like 80 plus kilometers an hour, and it goes like 60 or some bullshit? Alright, I don't want to fucking hear it. Just balance the game and fuck the historicals, because we've gone way past the historical, okay? Historical was a meme like 6 years ago. And it's fine, it's cool, but no longer, alright? Just balance the game, make it fun for people. And if you want historical, go to a fucking museum. I swear to God. Alright. Engine power 150. Whoa. Whoa. But power to weight is still 31, which is still so much lower. But this time around, compared to the tier 7, it gets better mobility terrain resistances. Okay. Still goes 63, which is average. It's okay. Again, if you look at these things, and historically, they should be faster, you know? But 63 is probably fine. I think the tier 7 should go 60 or something as well. Terrain resistances are good compared to all of these. But then turret traverse, tank traverse, and traverse on all the other things are worse again. So this thing turns like a boat? Like, what? Look at the huge difference here. And the Hawk 12 is not really the most agile thing I've ever played. But it's looking quite good now compared to the tier 8 UK one. Now, absolutely no armor. 60 turret armor is not going to save you. You might have like an awkward bounce once or twice. It's not like you're going to be fighting tier 6s anytime soon, you know? And even then, 60 doesn't fucking matter, dudes. Especially because it's not Russian, so. Fear range, 380. Why? The Hawk 12 is an extremely similar tank to these. Extremely similar. No armor, potato gun, somewhat speedy, and high camo. That's the meme, right? That's the fucking meme. Why the fuck does the Hawk get 410 so you can actually use it in that way? But the fucking British are getting fucking annihilated at 380 again. Like, okay, so what's the role of an LHMTV? What is the role that this thing brings in? It doesn't have firepower. It doesn't have gun handling. So, okay, we could take off the gun. Then we can take a look. How good is it at scouting? It's average on the mobility side. Average. And it has low view range. So, we cannot actually spot better than anything else. But we also cannot shoot better than anything else. And our mobility is somewhere between the Titanic and a Talk 2 sometimes. Depending on if you roll on hard, medium, or soft terrain. Like, what? Like, what's the fucking purpose? Again, this should not have lower DPM than the fucking wheels vehicles. At the very least. At the bare minimum. You should never go as low as a fucking wheeled vehicle. For the love of God. So this thing should be 1800. Minimum. Minimum. Shells, 50. Minimum. 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 Just no one gives a fuck about your low ammo count. Literally no one gives a flying fuck about your dumbass ammo count. Give it more shells, because the way you shoot in this game is a little bit weird. And if you go with low ammo capacity, you're gonna frustrate your players into the fucking high heavens, alright? And then all of this, mobility, whatever, is literally whatever. I think this one looks somewhat okay, drivable, right? Armor doesn't really fucking matter. No one cares. 10 degrees of gun depression is nice. Okay, cool. Fuel range, this needs to be 400. End of the fucking story. 400. 400. That's how we buff it. 400 fuel range, 1800 DPM, 50 shells, fucking minimum. And then we can start talking. This is retarded to have a tank lower DPM than a fucking car. Whereas the car has so many things going for it in terms of making it unique and whatever the fuck. And I get why they have lower DPM. I fucking get it. For a regular ass tank to have 1400 base DPM at tier 8 is the dumbest shit I've seen since the 268 version 4 balance. Or Chieftain balance, rather. That's probably even newer. Alright, this is even more dumb than the Clyde Wars reward tanks. Alright, please. Good shit, brother. All right, let's take a look at the tier 9. So far, so good. Real fucking, really good tanks here. Whew. It's really good. All right, what are we gonna compare? All right, so the Russian Wheels Mumer, T-49 lightweight. Oh, we can all throw them all on there. Oh boy, we're gonna go up a tier to tier 9, boys. Tier 9, the jewel of World of Tanks. Tier 9 matchmaking. World of Tanks at its finest. At tier 9, butter. The favorite tier of most people that have a brain. All right. What are we looking at? 1,548 DPM. Are you high? What the fuck are you thinking? Again, this is easy to do. You give it higher DPM than at least the fucking cars. For the love of fucking God. Because you gave the cars low DPM because of the high mobility. So if you introduce a fucking light tank after it, give it more fucking DPM. Holy shit. 240 alpha, 25 shells. Fuck off. Just give it 40, like all the other memers with 240 alpha. If you can fit 43 shells into an EBR 90, I don't want to talk about ammo capacity of a GSOR. Please. I don't want to talk about it. If you're putting 43 shells in an EBR 90, we can put 40 shells in this motherfucking thing. All right? Cool. All right. Once we've done that, we put this motherfucker at 2k DPM. So we can at least keep up with a 3090, and we're a bit higher than an EBR 90. Makes fucking sense if you actually play the fucking game. Oh, this might be the derp gun, by the way. Yeah, it's a derp gun. Don't look at this one. Derp. Aim time. Okay, aim time is good. Aim time is really good. That's good. Still as derpy as all the other guns, though. As the EBR, the RU. So this is good compared to the RU, right? I think the RU is the best comparison to this tank, by far. You have no armor, you have gun depression, and like a 240 gun. So the RU is by far the best comparison here. By far. So you have better aiming time, but your soft stats are fucked again compared to the RU. So it's going to be similar to the RU. Very likely. Right? Because these are fairly significant, right? 0.03 is significant. 10 degrees of gun depression, still nice. Elevation is actually quite high. Somehow. Okay, cool. So the gun handling looks okay. If not pretty good. Right? And maybe this will be offset by the aiming time. Gun handling looks okay. It looks okay. Too bad we can only shoot once every 5 minutes, but we might actually be able to hit it if the RNG is correct, okay? Great stuff. Love it. Love it. Alright, mobility. 65 is average across the board. RU is faster. Power to weight, 37 is quite good. It's above average. And then the train assistants are pretty good as well. Except for the Russians, because it's Russian. So, as we all know, the lightweight is better on harder, medium, soft terrain because it's not well armored, as we all know. The lightweight has no armor. That's why it's called the lightweight. It only has like 200 turret armor. It's fine, right? It's cool. That's why this is green. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense, okay? Anyway, let's take a quick look at... so the RU is, again, by far the best thing to compare it to. And, you know, it's looking good. Like, we have better power to weight, but we have less top speed. And 25 backwards is really good. One of the best in class outside of the cars. That's fine. We still keep the 10 degrees of gun depression, which is fine. So, I think this tank... And why does it have 390 fuel range? Okay, easy clappers. This tank is not that bad to be fixed. This tank is not that bad to be fixed, guys. Okay? Because the gun handling is okay. The mobility is okay. Armor and health is fine. 1250, you know, it's fine. It's okay. Easy fix. Uncle Circon fixes the tier 9. Are you ready? 2k DPM minimum, maybe 2050, right? 2100, 2050. And then the view range goes to 400. Easy clappers, easy clappers. Easy claps. This is not even a hard one, because the gun handling and mobility are good. Easy clap. 2k DPM, 50 shells, and 400 view range. I fixed it. There you go. That's the fix. 2k DPM, 50 shells, or 40. Probably 40 to keep it in line with all everything else of your imaginary lines. All right. 40 shells, 2k DPM, 400 view range, and the tank is fixed. GG, no re, easy peasy. We've done it. We fixed tier 9. That was easy. Man, if only there was like a whole team of people behind this that could do the same work as I'm doing right now, brother. Oh my god, must be tough. All right, let's go to the tier 10, brother, the Manticore. Let's hope it's not mediocre. All right, let's put all the tanks in again. There we go. I should probably update the Sheridan to have the non-derp. Okay, cool. All right, let's go to the mediocre. I mean Manticore. Tier 10, boys. What do we got? 1743 DPM. Wow. It's it's only 900 lower than a Sheridan. Is that all? Only 900 DPM? What are we talking about here? This tank is fine. Doesn't need any buffs, lol. Less DPM than the EBR 105 that has really cool HE shells mechanic. Ha! Le funk. And the extremely high penetration is 6 higher than a Rheinmetall. And 2 higher than a WZ. The extremely high pen for light tanks is 2 millimeters more than the Chinese. Alright, cool. Cool, dude. That's fucking cool. Nice advertisement, bro. Alright, cool. Nice meme. 16 shells. Woo! You can you can shoot the whole enemy team once and the artillery one extra time because fuck artillery. I get it. It's fine. It has 390 alpha, which is cool. So the best comparisons now would actually not be the Rheinmetall, but it would be more like the Sheridan, probably. But in the way it plays, it's more like a Rheinmetall, I'd say. Then for some reason, it loses gun depression, but I think the Manticore over the side of the tank has more gun depression than 8, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. As a matter of fact, let's just check. Let's just quickly check. I don't know if it's loaded in already. Let's take a look-see, shall we? Tier 10, light tanks, UK, Manticore 3D. Yeah, so let's see. No, you can go fuck yourself in all 360 degrees. Feels good. It seems to be 8 all around. Nice fucking meme. All right, cool. So we lose, after 3 horrible tanks, we lose 2 degrees of gun depression. Wait, was it 16? Did I see it wrong? No, it's 8 all around, right? Top kick. So we lose gun depression as well. Sick. And the gun handling is worse than any of the other tanks, pretty much. Besides from dispersion, maybe. And if we compare this to the Sheridan, which has an extremely similar gun, 390 alpha, it's just better. It has 8 elevation. Now, this doesn't come up that much in real tanks, I'll be honest. And it's helpful if you have it. 8 is really little, though. Like, that might actually be annoying. Alright. 2.3 aim time. Sick. Like... Why does it have the aim time of the fucking moon? Why? What the fuck is his aim time? It's a tier 10. What? Tier 10 light tank with 2.3 aim time. Sick, bro. Alright, so the gun handling is just worse than everyone else. And it gets less gun depression. This is like a kick in the fucking nuts as well. I love this. You go from a really comfortable 10 to still a comfortable 8. But why? If you're gonna make up the tank in the first place, which it is, well, it's based on like blueprints and stuff like this. But the Manticore is, I think, the most made up one out of all of them. Like the other ones were definitely like, at least on paper and stuff like this. This one has a history in paper as well. But if you're gonna make up the tank anyway, why not just, sneak in like a little 10 degrees gun depression, And all of these tanks don't have good hash either, by the way. Spoiler alert. They don't have good HE either. 16 shells, obviously fucking atrocious. Alright, let's be fucking real. If we can stuff 36 shells into an EBR 105, we can stuff more into a Manticore. Okay, cool. Mobility. It is average on the forward speed. It's good on the backwards. It's also average, but 25 is fine. So again, the Rheinmetall, which is comparable, it's just better in every way. And I don't see anybody saying that the Rheinmetall should be nerfed. If anything, you'll find that most people will say that this is the worst tier 10 scout in the game by far. The Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. Okay? And there's a whole lot of green here. A whole lot of green. As a matter of fact, it's all green except for turret reverse and armor. Whoop-de-doo. What? What is this fucking balancing? This Manticore would literally be a bad tier 9. It would actually be a fairly bad tier 9. I'm not even kidding. Oh, we finally get to the mystical 400 fuel range. Wow. Wow. Sick. Sick. We finally managed to get 400 fuel range. Wow. Don't spoil me now, brother. Again, the Rheinmetall, which is an extremely similar tank, gets 420. The Sheridan with 390 Alpha, so the Sheridan shares more in line with the gun that the Manticore gets 420. And let me just tell you that it's a fucking insult to have less DPM than the car, okay? So how do we fix the tier 10? Also, wait, I can talk about some bonus memes that make the Manticore even worse. Bonus meme time, alright? Bonus fucking meme time. This thing, the Manticore, only has 2 crews. I think the previous ones all have 3 or something. 3 or 4 maybe even. It has 2 crews. Now, I've had multiple times, even in the last couple days of streaming, where I got RT'd, and I lost 3 crew members with 1 shot. Losing 2, very likely. Losing 1, very likely. Very likely. They don't even have to pen you either, with artillery, of course. So, crew training, the Manticore is a fucking nightmare, because the commander is doing, I think, almost everything. If I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look. Crew. Commander is also the radio guy and the gunner. So your commander needs Brows and Arms, 6 cents. Yeah. Base. Repairs. Camo. First radio man fuel range skill. Second man fuel range radio skill. And then we're up to speed with all the other lights. You only need 6 crew skills at 100%, working into your 7th one to make this work. Nice fucking meme. That is an actual bonus meme. Alright, I have an even bigger bonus meme. Because the whole thing about these things is that they're small and have camo. But what if I told you that the T100 LT has an extremely similar camo to this thing? Like, what the fuck? Okay, so now that we know that this thing is hot trash compared to literally everything else, including the worst tier 10 light currently, which is the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, how do we fix it? How do we fix it? Okay, this is an easy clappers. Easy, easy, easy clappers. You give this motherfucker at least 2200 DPM and like 35 shells. Something along that estimate. 35 shells, give it like 2200 DPM minimum. Because it doesn't make any fucking sense that the car has more DPM, and it doesn't make any fucking sense that the autoloader has a higher DPM. It doesn't, just, no. No! Please! Then, gun handling, I would definitely make this dispersion at least as good as the tier 9. Because going from the tier 9 to this thing will make some of the shells you shoot with the Manticore look even worse because your dispersion is going up. Your aim time has gone up, I think, over the tier 9. As a matter of fact, let's compare it to the tier 9. Let's do a little comparison here, brother. Alright? Let's do a little bit of a comparison. This is gonna be fun. Let's take a look. You go from 1.8 aiming time, which is extremely good. Right? It's pretty damn good. To 35 dispersion. This is a huge deal. This is a big difference already. That's actually an annoying difference, okay? And you lose gun depression. Of course, all the elevation in the universe, because you only get 8. You only go 3 kilometers faster. You do get better power to weight by 3, which is pretty big, right? So, fucking, and 10 more fuel range. Wow. Sick. Okay, let's compare this. Let's compare this to, I don't know, the LT-32. That's probably a pretty good comparison, right? So, we have less pen, obviously. We're 2 tiers lower, though. Okay, we have, easy peasy, 400 more DPM. This is not even with HE included. We have 50 fucking shells in the flattest tank on the fucking planet. And the Manticore is a little bit tinier, sure. But let's be real, 50 shells in an LT, or only 16 in a Manticore? Please. Please. Alright, gun handling. 1.9 aiming time, 36 dispersion. You're telling me that the LT is a better sniper than the Manticore? Hello? 1 degree less gun depression. 15 elevation. It goes fucking faster. Alright, power to weighted wins. But you have to remember, this thing is 2 tiers lower. 2 tiers! 2 fucking tiers! And they have 160 turret armor with 70 hull armor, sloped as a motherfucker, and 20 less fuel range at tier 8. For the love of God, what are you doing? Let's compare this to the tier 9 lightweight. Okay, cool. 400 more DPM. 2.11. Are you telling me that a lightweight has a better aiming time than a fucking Manticore? And then the lightweight, green all across with 180 turret armor and 80 hull armor, which makes you virtually immune to most HE. Look at the gun handling! The soft stats are twice as good on the move and while you're traversing the tank. Twice as good! What the fuck? Now, I'm not saying the lightweight should be adjusted. I'm saying buff the fucking British! What are you thinking? At this point, honestly. What are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? It's a sea of green in almost every category ever. What the fuck are we doing? Okay, how do we fix the tier 10? Easy. Give this thing like 2200 DPM and like 35 shells. Aim time should be lower. Also, the Sheridan should have the other gun. Doesn't matter. This aim time is fucking atrocious. Dispersion should be 36. The aim time should be like 2 seconds or something. Then mobility is probably fine. Probably. Armor is fine. Fuel range, I mean, I think it's an insult to give this thing 400. But I think 400 will probably work out because of the camo that it has. So, like, before you throw this on live, I would at least up the DPM to 2200 and give it 35 shells. And give it 2 second aiming time. And dispersion of like 36 minimum. That's roughly what I would do. And then it would still not probably be that good. It would still be okay. And also, whilst we're at this whole British lighting debacle, we could definitely use another pass on the fucking German light tanks. I'm just saying. Like, the German light tanks, the tier 7 sucks ass, the tier 8 sucks ass, the tier 9 is okay, and the tier 10 is one of the worst ones. And all those tanks are better than the British. Oh my god. Also, side note to all of this. Stop balancing with ammo capacity, because it's fucking bullshit as a unique trait. Fuck off. Alright? No. Secondly, the way you want light tanks to play, as you write in your fucking articles, is not how they fucking play in the actual fucking game. Okay? No, there's almost no passive scouting maps ever. You have to remember that you lose all your camo after firing, no matter how good your camo is. You lose all of it when you fire the fucking gun. Okay? Stop with the fucking meme that light tanks, the way I read the articles goes directly into how to not fucking play them. Make them just fun and just, just fucking give them some DPM. At the very least, give them DPM, give them ammo, give them a little bit better gun handling, and then they'll be okay. Maybe a little bit good, maybe a little bit under medium. But the way they are now is a fucking insult. An actual insult. So I think the tier 9 and 10 are very easily to fix. And the tier 8 and 7 need to be a bit faster as well. And also the firepower and gun handling. Absolutely atrocious. Now, they have... I tried to remember which tanks they have buffed or nerfed after the PTR. The last thing I remember, which is 2 years ago by now, was the Panzer 7. They nerfed it before, from PTR to live, they nerfed it. That's the last one I remember. It was 2 years ago. I'm not sure if it happened again as of after that. Maybe. I don't know. So there is a possibility that these things are getting buffed. And for the love of God, just fucking buff them, dude. Honestly. Also, can we talk... Oh, this is also a fucking nice meme, because I know Wargaming will say something along these lines. Let's just talk about it, alright? Let's talk about the ELC Even 90, because this is obviously the one they're going to point towards when they're like, oh, we think the British light tanks are just perfect the way they are, lol. Because again, they have atrocious guns with no DPM. And pretty poor gun handling as well, right? But they're relatively speedy still. But powered weights less. But then the soft stats are better. And it has the same fuel range. You know what my answer is to the comparison to the ELC Even 90? Is that you almost never see the ELC Even 90 because it fucking sucks. Easy clap. Easy clap. Also, extra bonus meme. Extra bonus meme. Coming in hot. You're fitting 45 motherfucking shells into an ELC Even 90? And you're telling me you can only put 25 of those motherfuckers in the British tanks? You can only put 16 in the tier 10? But you're putting 45 of those motherfuckers in an ELC Even 90? Fuck off. What the fuck are you doing? Also, bonus meme, ELC Even 90 has a clip, so you can actually, after your passive scouting, you can actually clip someone. Good luck fucking fighting anything with the British lights. Good fucking luck, bro. Sup? Hype. Yo, that has attack. Thanks, dude. Alright, so conclusion. Pretty easy to buff. Fucking buff them before they hit live. They're easy to buff. Most, tier 9 and 10 is mostly firepower and gun handling. Tier 7 and 8 need to be faster. Plus firepower and gun handling. They at least need higher firepower than a fucking wheeled vehicle, for the love of all that is holy. Please. Alright? and then I think they're gonna be fine. But the way the first iteration of these, I don't know what the fuck you're thinking. Honestly, I really don't know what the fuck you're thinking at this point. It's atrocious. It really is. Okay. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, boys. All right, peace out.